Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. I'm Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. Listen, thank you all so much for continuing to support the channel, subscribing to the channel, leaving your comments, your emails, your feedback. I appreciate it all. So thank you. Listen, I want to give you something to think about. The title of this video, is When the Food Stops Coming In. I want to give you all something to think about. Make sure you by the way, make sure you like this video, share this video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Listen, what happens when the food stops coming in? You know, we talk a lot about here on the channel about the need to grow your own food, become more self-sufficient, self-reliant as much as possible, right? We talk about food shortages, water shortages, supply chain crisis. We talk about a lot of things on the channel. Check out the videos I have, by the way, if you're new to the channel. But here's something I want you to think about. What happens when the food stops coming in? You know, there may be some food items that maybe we don't grow and have an abundance of here in the United States. For example, rice. Now, call me crazy if you want to, but is rice grown in the United States? I always thought that rice was grown primarily in the Asian countries. For example, India, who I learned, the country of India is the world's largest exporter of rice. Did you all know that? I just learned that today. I was reading in a news article in Bloomberg. And here's where I'm going with this, y'all. So India, okay, I want you to do your research. You all know usually I come on and I give you news, I share articles with you all, and I tell you exactly what's going on, right? Well, today I want to give you the topic. Right? And I want you to do your own research. So I read an article today. I didn't get to read all of it, but it was in Bloomberg News, the news source. And the article said that India, the country of India, was considering, or either had considered, or maybe they've already implemented this by the time I'm sharing this video. They are wanting to ban exports of rice. Okay, so think about here in the United States. Let's say the United States doesn't grow rice, or maybe due to the climate or climate change, as many people claim, maybe rice is just not grown here in the United States. So what happens to our rice supply here in the United States? You all let me know. Do we grow rice here in the U.S.? Y'all let me know. Okay, I need to know that, because if I'm able to grow my own rice here in the Southeast United States, I need to be doing it. Do we grow rice here, y'all? Y'all let me know. I'm learning. Y'all teach me something, right? So, but no, on a serious note, what would happen to our rice supply if we can't grow rice here in the United States, but instead we have to rely on other countries to supply us with rice? Now, based on supply and demand, you know, if the supply is very low, limited, none at all, and the demand is still high, you know, rice, for many of us, for preppers like myself, like you and I, rice is a staple item, right? It's a staple food item, primarily due to its shelf life. If you store rice properly, the rice can last you for many years, right? And so if we don't have rice, you know, what will happen? What are we gonna do? Now, not only with rice, but what about other food items that are not primarily grown here in the United States, or that we rely on other countries to, you know, export to us? What happens when that stops? Now, I didn't get to read the entire article, right? I want you to do your research, but I did see one of the reasons that the country of India was considering banning their exports was due to the fact that they actually had a low yield of rice for the past growing season. Now, you all know I told you all that less food, okay, based on the research that I've, you know, seen and everything, less food is being grown today, which will mean there will be less food harvested in the future. Okay, I want you all to think about that. Less food is being grown today, based on my research, based on news articles, videos that I've watched, okay, and other people are sharing this information as well. Less food is being grown today to be harvested for tomorrow in the next planting season. So if we cannot grow these types, certain types of food in the United States, and maybe you could say that we need those items or want to have those items in our everyday food supply or our emergency food supply, what are we going to do when countries say, no, we got to make sure we have enough for our own people? And whether it's due to climate change or less rain, there are a lot of parts of the United States that have experienced drought over this past year. And if I remember correctly, a lot of rain or a lot of water is needed to grow rice. Am I correct, y'all? Y'all let me know in the comments. Am I talking about the right thing? So if the places, let's say for example India, they've experienced lots of drought and they haven't been able to produce the normal rice yields that they're used to, then of course that's going to have an effect on the food supply, the rice supply, as well as the price of rice. So I want to give you all that to think about. Maybe there are other food items out there. Maybe this could apply to other food items other than rice. But I want you to think about what happens when the food stops. What are you and I going to do? That's why it's important to, if it's available now, get it today. Get it now while it's available, because guess what, y'all? Today's prices may not be tomorrow's prices. Think about this. Y'all let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Again, make sure you can research India rice exports bans or something like, you can type in India rice ban and see what's going on. You will be surprised. That's why I encourage you all to look at world news, especially in the times that we're living in. Make sure you look at world news. Look at what some of these other countries are going through. Believe it or not, a lot of countries are going through their own crisis, whether it's energy crisis, food crisis, water crisis, drought crisis. A lot of things are going on. We're going to talk about it right here on the channel. I'm going to bring you all some more information. But I want you all to think about that. What happens when the food stops coming in? Y'all take care. I hope that you're continuing to prepare. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you're adding water to your emergency food supply. Let me repeat. Make sure you're adding water to your emergency food supply survival needs. I'm going to say it one more time. Make sure that you're adding water to your emergency food supply survival needs. Y'all, in lots of different areas in our country, over the past few days or week or so, a lot of places have experienced heavy flooding, which has led to a lot of places have experienced heavy rain, which has led to flooding, which has led to problems with their water. Look at what's going on in Jackson, Mississippi, and I'm still going to be talking about that soon, so stay tuned right here on the channel as I cover that story, what's going on there. A lot of places are having problems with water right now, getting access to clean water. One more time, y'all, make sure. I'm not just saying this is not the first time. For those of my subscriber supporters who have been following me, you've been keeping up with me, you know that I've said this many times before. Make sure that you're adding water to your emergency food supply and survival needs. Thank you all so much for continuing to support the channel here at Andrea Speaks TV. Take care, and I'll see you soon right here on the channel.